Good morning, I'm Ashraf Boutahiri, mechanical engineer, and I would like to show you an exercise under Sketcher in CATIA. So this is my channel for more information and more tutorials. Here we go. In the environment of CATIA, we start with mechanical design, Sketcher, exercise 1, okay, and we go inside a plan and we have our tools. We choose customize and we make a reset to our toolbars. Choose to restore position and I close all this. Okay, so this is my parts and I would like to make it. Okay, so we have many details here. We're going to build it step by step. Okay, first element to build is this holder circle, which is about 127 millimeters, and we have 7 circles with a diameter of 12 on it. Okay, so I'm going to select circle. We choose construction elements and we define the radius. The radius will be 170. So 1, 2, 7. Enter. And here we have our elements. Okay. And here we have 30 degrees from here. So we are going to use an axis like this. From here, from the middle to this position. And we are going to define the angle between this axis and this axis, which will be 30 degrees. Okay. Enter. So here we have our angle. Okay, so after that we're going to build our first circle, which is this. Okay, with a permanent element, and we have a circle of 12 of diameter, which is 6 in radius. Okay, so we have our small circles here, and we're to repeat it 6 times. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we have to repeat it 7 times from here. So we are going to just to choose rotation of these circles from this position here 6 times, duplicate mode, constraint mode, and we need 6 times of repetition from here and here. And the value between this element here is we have to get to this position here, okay, which is 30 degrees from the other side. So we have 180 degrees here minus 20 degrees, which is 120 degrees minus divided by 6 times, which is 20 degrees. So we have to define 20 degrees between items like this. Okay. So if we define the axis here, we will get 30 degrees from here. Okay. So just to fix the position of this element, we're going to make a back, and we select all these elements from here, and we make auto constraint like this to fix this element on this position. Okay. Or we can go back and we say that all these circles belong to this position. Okay. Okay, 1 second. So we are going to say that all these circles belong to this holder circle. Okay. Can do same thing. Okay, we select this one and we say that we have a coincidence. Okay, like this. Okay, and or we can say all the circles centers belong to this to this circle here. We can fix them on them, or we can say that we have a coincidence here. Okay, to get this position. Okay, or we can select them and we say directly that we have this element like this. Okay, but they are still moving. Okay, if we go back and we select all these elements, okay, and we select this circle and we say that we should define this constraint, so they will become here, but they are still moving, but we need a angular position. Okay, going back, we're going to say that if we build an axis here and we say this axis is 30 degrees from here, we are going to fix these positions. Okay, so after that we are going to use to fix this element here, which is a circle of 50 millimeters, diameter of 50 millimeters, and we have 8 circles on it of 5 millimeters of diameter. Okay, choosing a circle which is construction elements, and the radius is 25, like this, and we have all this circle, the same thing, but this time we have small circles which are permanent elements from here with a diameter of 2.5. 2.5, enter. And I'm going to make a repetition of this with the same thing, same tool. How many times? 7 times. Okay, like this. Okay, but here same thing, I'm going to define a constraint to all this auto constraint, so they will become green. Okay, and we are going to build this item here. Okay, which is a circle of 32 diameters with a K-way of 8 by 2. Okay, so we build a circle in the middle, radius 16, and we build a K-way like this. Okay, and I prefer to say that this length is 8 onto enter, and I fix this distance. We can say that the relation between this element and this axis is coincidence length angle. Can use okay, directly I'm going to use from this middle to this point, we have half distance. Okay, one more time, to this small segment here we have small, the half of this distance. Okay, they're going to delete this part from here. Okay, but here we can still move this item here, and we say that we have a coincidence, and we have another coincidence, like this, and we delete this small item, so we have a K way. Okay, so we have this element here. We need just the outside this circle here. Okay, we're going to let it until the end, but okay. So here in the circle we don't have the dimension of this element, but we are going to show how to get it. Okay, we're going to use this to create these circles. So its position is 45 from here. So I'm going to create an axis like this, horizontal axis, and we say that this distance is 45. Okay, and we have to create a circle from this element here until this position, and we are going to say this radius is 38, which is make the axis 90. Okay, so here we have the first circle, and second circle here is in tangency with this other element here. Okay, and how can we guess it's already defined. It's 75 millimeters of diameter. So create circle concentricity in the same position, and we say that the radius is the half, which is 25 plus 2.1, which is 28.5, which is exactly uh, this is radius, and which is the diameter of 57.5. Okay, so we delete this because it's just a repetition. Okay, and as you say here we have a small tangency which is not perfect. Okay, so go back inside, and we have these two elements here. Okay, so now we need this element here. Okay, which is a circle of a radius of 70. Okay, we come back on this position, and we define a circle of radius of 70. So we have this holder element here. Okay, we have a small circle with a radius of 12 here, and with a tangency here and here. Okay, so we create a circle, and we define the value of the circle. We have a radius of 12, and we say that this is tangency. We have a tangency here and also a tangency here. Tangency, same thing. Okay, like this. Okay, and we do the same. We have a circle here of 6, just in this position. Okay, with small intersection here. Okay, so we get this circle, and this is the axis, and this is our radius here. We need just to define the radius 6. Okay, and we have our circle. The second circle is the same radius here. Okay, radius of 6. Okay, but we need just to define this position here, which will influence this position here. Okay, so we need a circle here on this position with a tangency with this. Okay, and which will be a holder of this circle and those circle. Okay, So the same thing, we create a circle here of 6 of radius, and we have to get a tangency between these two elements, and also a tangency here. Tangency. But the problem is the radius of this circle here. Okay, where we are going to get this radius. So approximately here we have a radius of 32, which is very close to this. So we don't have here any information about this circle, but we are going to choose radius of 32 just to finish the work. Okay. Of 13. Okay, and here we need just to close the shape here with a segment from here to here, like this. Okay, so this segment can move, okay, like this. We need just to say that we have a tangency with this item here, but in this position, not this position, in this position. So this is a tangency between this circle and this item here, in this position. Now we need just to trim the work. Trim these parts, trim here, and trim here. Okay, and keep this connection, trim here. Okay, and now going back, trim just in this position here, and okay, we go inside to clean up. Okay, going back. So here we have this shape. Now I need just to make a symmetry of this to send it to the other position. Okay, and also to trim this part, but before we need just to make a symmetry. Okay, symmetry of all of this and this also. Okay, and a symmetry on this axis. Okay, so now I need just to clean up one more time, like this and like this. Okay, and the clean up inside. Okay, and also I need a clean up here. Won't need this. Okay, so this is I haven't finished yet the cleanup. Okay, okay. So what we need also, we can hide constraint to see details of our work. Okay, so this is a close look to our shape. Okay, what we need also, we need just to make so here we have our circles. Okay, maybe we have a problem of this length here. We need to redefine the radius. We have a problem of radius, so going back to dimensions, we have to redefine this dimensions here. Okay, going back, we show, so here our radius, we need just to change it. So this diameter should be 127. Okay, like this. So after hiding or our sketch. So here we need just to redefine our circles here. Okay, so all the circles we should redefine them like this to make a correction of this circles. Okay, so just a repetition of this item. How many times instead of 6 times, I will repeat 5 times. Okay, going back, you don't need all of this, just a clean up. Okay, okay. So I need just to repeat this. How many times? Repetition from this axis. Okay, how many times? Just 5 times on this axis. Okay, like this. And we need just to repeat this one more time. Repetition. Sorry. Repetition. This is my center. Need to repeat them 5 times. And I have 20 degrees between them, like this. Okay. So the same thing I need just to say to fix all of them. Okay, to say that I need to define constraint to everything. Okay, we have some extra dimensions. Okay, okay, okay. So I have a clean sketch with a full constraint. So what I need also is just to add this big circle here. Okay, so the big circle and the holder will be a circle of radius of 95. So here 95 will make a circle like this. Okay, which is the holder of these small circles. Okay, but we have also this circle here which is tangent to this element here, so we don't need to put his dimensions on our sketch. It just to say that it's a holder. Okay, so this one will have this small circle, the small arc on it. Okay, so making the same thing. Okay, going inside, I'm going to select a circle here, and radius will be 9. Okay, and trim this element here and here. And I need also to say that I need a repetition of this arc. Sorry. So I select this one and I select repetition. This is my center. How many times I need to repeat it? 19 times. Okay. I need to work in duplicate mode and constraint conservation. Okay. Here we haven't defined. Okay, we select this one, we make a repetition 90 times, and we make a repetition like this. Okay, so Now I'm going to trim everything, trim here and so on, like this. Simple trim operation to clean up this sketch. So this is my final sketch. I need just to make a global selection to get a final constraint, a final auto constraint here. Okay. This will make me a final auto constraint and a final sketch. It will take some time to finish the work. And this is contain a lot of constraints. And just to show my constraint here. So if I go inside to see what is, it makes a lot of constraints. Here we have to reduce 2 times. Okay. By hiding this item here, we have this final sketch, fully constrained, ready to pass to but we still have some problem here inside our sketch. This is why we cannot generate with some dark dots. This is why we cannot make a 3D dimension. Okay, going back inside sketch, this is my final sketch.